The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Here we go.
Lawrence. Flushed out right. And this is incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. And he will go down, a Cowboys sack. Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush. The Eagles send out their punter now. Back deep is Kadarius Toney. That's pulled in at the 32. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
At their own 20-yard line.
Let's go.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
It's a solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Ready.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he'll go down at the 28. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down and less than a yard.
22 needle. Green jack.
Now Young. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. DK Metcalf, 28 yards. And the Cowboys have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Here's Lawrence to throw. And that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Play action. It's Lawrence sliding out of the pocket. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon, as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a fourth down.
Here comes Tony on the return. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first two drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
19 yards that time for number 19.
Okay, now.
19 yards. First
Hey,
down,
checkmate.
Cowboys.
Ready?
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Set, go.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st.
Gain of 12. And the Cowboys first down.
Going to run again here with Pollard. To the 36-yard line. Stop there.
Ball carrier.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Pollard, he'll take it up the gut. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 52 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And nothing comes of this last-ditch attempt at points as time will run out on this first half. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Here we go.
Well, I know
Here we
sitting
go.
up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly miss hit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Ready, ready.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Off the play fake, Young. He's got a man. It's his fullback. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it to slot receivers? But the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there. Showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
A give to Pollard, running left. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there. It keeps them advancing the ball.
Second down, Pollard again. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Hustle. Ready.
Here's Pollard again. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the... Did he get the feed down? Yes! Touchdown! Evan Ingram, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. The short one there taken in by Ferguson. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th.
Think right open. Here we go.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. It's caught. Beckham. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Swift going to try up the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Let's go.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second down and 8. From the shotgun, Lawrence. That one into the hands of Beckham downfield. That one good for 26 and a first down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
Let's go.
They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Hey, kill. Here we go.
Now Lawrence. He completes it to Beckham. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Here's Swift. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. They go play action with Lawrence. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through. And that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out. That really sets them back. A loss of 6. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way.
He's got a man complete. And he gets it down to the 32. A big play here for Dallas. 53 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
92 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Running right, it's Pollard. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. They'll run left with Pollard. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
No, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.